You will never give up in life after hearing this. Once upon a time, thousands of disciples of Gautama Buddha used to come to study with him. Whenever Gautama Buddha received knowledge from anything, he used to send it in some direction to make people aware and teach. A disciple of Buddha was in Buddha's ashram for almost 6 years. That disciple came to Mahatma Buddha and said to Buddha, "It has been almost 6 years since I came here. How many disciples came here after me? You have sent all of them disciples in some direction to impart knowledge, but have not sent me yet. Why? Have I not received your knowledge?" Buddha smiled and said, "You have to understand for yourself whether you have received my knowledge or not." The disciple said, "Oh Buddha, I remember all that you have preached to me in these 6 years. I remember every single thing you said. You can ask me anything, I am ready to give every answer. You give me a chance so that I can go in any direction and tell people about my knowledge." On this, Buddha said, "There is no use in remembering the point of knowledge, unless you adopt that habit yourself." The disciple said, "Whatever happens, please give me a chance. You trust me, I can impress everyone with my knowledge. I can tell people things that will bring peace in people's lives, and they will be able to live their peaceful life." Then Buddha said, "You are not ready yet. When you are ready for it, then I will tell you to go in some direction yourself." The disciple said, "Haven't you given me enough knowledge in these 6 years that I can't impress anyone?" Buddha said, "Well, go to the east direction, there you will find a village, ask for alms from there and help people with your knowledge. Tomorrow morning you go there alone, and in the evening come and tell me how you helped people." The disciple was very happy to hear this and went away with blessings. He kept gathering knowledge throughout the night and thought to himself, that I would leave such an impression of knowledge there, that along with the people of Yes, Buddha would also be influenced by me. After getting up in the morning, he went to pay obeisance to Mahatma Buddha, bowed to him and left for the east direction. When he came back in the evening, Buddha saw that the disciple had an injury on his forehead and was bleeding. Buddha bandaged him and asked, "How did you get hurt?" The disciple said, "The people there are very wicked, they have no intelligence at all. I went to that village to get alms but no one gave me alms, everyone was abusing me there. One person had given alms, but threw it down and said, 'Pick it up.' I explained enough to them. But they were not ready to listen to me, they manhandled me, which hurt me. Buddha, send me to another place, where people have knowledge, it should not be like this." Buddha smiled at the disciple and said, "What will you do if there are people from similar villages in other villages too?" The disciple said, "Oh Buddha, I cannot give any knowledge to such people, they are ignorant, who should explain to them?" Buddha said, "They are not ignorant but knowledgeable, they have a lot of knowledge, but they have their own knowledge. Now if you hurt someone else's knowledge, then he will say something. You will find such people everywhere, so how will you give them your knowledge?" Buddha said, "Take rest today, come to me tomorrow evening." The disciple bowed to Buddha and left. The next evening, when he came back to Buddha, there was another disciple of Buddha, who also had an injury in his hand. Buddha saw the injury on the disciple's hand and bandaged him and asked him, "How did you get this injury?" The disciple said, "You asked me to go to a village on the east side, so I was hurt." Buddha said, "Tell me what happened to you there." The disciple said, "There I asked for alms from everyone, but no one gave alms. A man who even gave alms threw me to the ground and said pick him up, so I picked him up and put it in my bag. And I blessed him with success. Then the person said to me, 'You look very strange, I am insulting you and you are blessing me.' So I told him, that you are a donor, you have donated to me, so I am blessing you. Then I went ahead from there, so some people asked me to go back from there. They abused me and threw stones at me, which hurt me. And when I was coming back, on the way I saw a mother crying, worried about her sick child. I immediately went from the forest and brought herbs for him, but some people there were not allowing herbs to be given. Then I begged him to let me treat the child. After that, I will do exactly what he says. Then the person who gave me alms explained to the villagers. Then they let me apply herbs to that child. After some time the child was cured. Then the people of the village who had misbehaved with me apologized and thanked me. Then I came back from there. Oh Buddha, I have a request to you. The people of that village are very naive. Can I go to the same village every day and ask for alms? The first disciple stood up and listened attentively to all these things. On hearing this, he fell at Buddha's feet and said, "Oh Buddha, I have understood that I am not yet capable of passing on knowledge to others." Buddha said, "We see people on the outside just as we are from inside. You can't change anyone until you can change yourself. You need to change yourself. You can conquer this world only by making changes in yourself." So friends, how did you like this life-change moral story of Buddha in Hindi? I hope that the knowledge gained from this story will definitely bring a positive change in your life now. We keep bringing all such knowledge-filled Buddha moral and inspirational stories on our channel.